Now, with regard to the Rubin Museum of Art and the subject of the Buddhist deity Manjushri. Now, Manjushri actually has two functions, two identities, really. He has the identity as a student of the Buddha in the Mahayana Sutra literature. So in that case, he's regarded as a bodhisattva. And then within Vajrayana Buddhism, he's regarded according to the Tantras, he's regarded as an Ishtadevata. He's regarded as a meditational deity and a completely enlightened Buddha. So within the Rubin Museum collection, there's 26 objects, both sculpture and painting, that relate to Manjushri. And it's kind of important to know how to really divide up the work. If you're going to study a specific topic, there are certain very general or generic methods and topics you have to look at. And then there's specific topics that are unique to Manjushri. But as usual for any topic on Himalayan Art Resources, we generally have an overview description. We have then divided between paintings, mandalas, and sculpture. Yes, mandalas are paintings, but they're a different type. They're not so much figurative as they are diagrammatic. And then what we do is then we look at the general topics. So the general topics for Manjushri, if you're going to pick any museum anywhere where you're looking at a specific topic, and these apply to Tara, Mahakala, Vajrapani as well. Now, and we have longer study topics and curricula elsewhere on the site, but just in relation now to the Rubin Museum. So what we need to look at for the general topics are the medium. Like, what is it? Is it two-dimensional or three-dimensional? If it's two-dimensional, is it a mural? Is it on paper? Is it on cloth? Is it a drawing? Is it painted? For sculpture, you have to look at, is it metal? Is it copper? Is it gold? Is it stone? Is it wood? Is it carved rhinoceros horn? Size is important just to determine where things belong, whether or not they were a large painting or a large sculpture, or they were very small and part of a set, or possibly a small sculpture lived in a gao. Period, region, style are important, but then also the object you're looking at, does it belong to a set, or is it a single one-off creation, a one-off painting or a sculpture? Then it's important always to look for inscriptions in general, and then you can come up with a rough kind of categorization of quality based on style, region, period, or even sometimes just size. Now, in terms of topics that are specific to Manjushri, then really first is identification. What is the name of this Manjushri? How is he referred to within the tradition and in literature? And what is the source literature that he is derived from? After that, it's what religious tradition does he belong to? Does he belong to the Newar? Is it Nepalese? Does it belong to Tibetan tradition? And then it's one of the main schools, such as Sakya, Kagyu, Gelugor, Nyingma, or is it Mongolian, or is it Northern Chinese? Then it's historical importance. Do the inscriptions actually say something really important, or is the quality so good that it's important, or the style is so rare or so well done? And then it's a question within a group, a museum group or a private group of art, then to select, well, what are really the masterworks within that collection? So these are the main study topics that are the main initial study topics for anything. And again, I say it applies to also to Green Tara, to Mahakala, to any of these large, broad subjects, such as Padmasambhava. So you can press like, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.